We are the ex-presidents, and we need just a few moments of your time.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Flicks and Pixels. I am Dave, and thank you so much for checking out today's video. So as you've seen from the thumbnail already, I'm going through a film today that has taken its time getting to 4K here in the United Kingdom. It's been released on 4K in many other countries, but for some reason here, it's just taken its time to get released. And it's come in the form of a collector's edition. And the film I am talking about, as you probably already know, is Point Break, starring Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze. I'm not on about that remake. We're not going to talk about the remake. The remake doesn't exist. This is the only Point Break film. Okay? Yeah? Cool. So, stars Keanu Reeves, Patrick Swayze, released in 1991. It's also got Gary Busey in it as well, who's brilliant in this film. And basically it takes place where Keanu Reeves is transferred to a new police department. He's assigned Gary Busey as his partner, and they are teaming up to take down a bunch of bank robbers called the ex-presidents. Keanu Reeves' character, Johnny Utah, goes undercover to become a surfer in order to take down the robbers, because they kind of get to the bottom of who they are and where they hang out. They find out that they're surfers, they narrow that down. Keanu Reeves basically tries to become a surfer and gets in with the crowds to try and nail down who's actually robbing these banks. Now, if you haven't seen the film, I won't give away any spoilers, but it is an absolutely fantastic film. It set the standard, really, and because of this was the reason why Fast and the Furious was made. If you watch Fast and the Furious and then watch this, it is clear to see the influence that Point Break had on the Fast and the Furious being made. So, with that said, what I'm going to do now then, guys, I'm going to take you through an unboxing of this Point Break Collector's Edition, and then we're going to bring it back up top, and I'm going to go through the 4K transfer and on how the film sounds as well. So, are you ready? Come on, let's go and have a look. Okay then, so here we go with Point Break on 4K. First impressions of that artwork, very nice. It kind of captures the whole mood of the film. Got your main characters on there as well, and quite a nice shine to the slipcover as well. So at the top you've got a special collector's edition, Keanu Reeves, Patrick Swayze. You've got your Point Break title just there. Unfortunately, the age ratings aren't stickers, so they are printed on to the slipcover. Yeah, like that though. Very nice design. Bring it round to the spine, and you've got Point Break. And then bring it round to the back. You've got a little bit about the film. You've got your special features, and then your text specs at the bottom, and your credits as well. And on the other side, it's exactly the same as the other spine. So we just pop this out with slipcover, pop that to one side, and the case is very much the same. Same design on the front, same design on the spine, and on the back as well. It isn't a reversible sleeve, it is just this one side. I was kind of hoping they'd do a reversible sleeve, but I quite like that anyway. So if we open this up, you're presented with your 4K disc, and then you have your Blu-ray disc as well. And with it being a collector's edition, you do get some extras, so we'll just take these out and go through those now. So you do get a poster. What a nice quality poster as well. If I just move this out of the way, and put the poster in this way, that is a really nice poster. Yeah, very nice. I like that. Good quality as well. Not too thin and flimsy. Yeah, really like that. That's a very nice poster indeed. So if we fold that back up, like so. And then you also get some character cards as well, so some shots from the film. These do not have a gloss finish, they are just like a matte finish. But yeah, decent quality as well. Nothing on the back of those, they are just all blank. So yeah, that is all that's in there. So just do a bit of a recap then. So you have your 2 discs inside, your 4K and your Blu-ray. You have your postcards just there. And then you also have a very nice, good quality poster as well. And then that is all enclosed in this lovely slipcover. So there we go, that was Point Break on 4K. Let's go back up top and let's talk about it. Okay, so we are back up top with Point Break on 4K in quite a nice collector's edition. Now this is widely available, it's $24.99, you can get it from Amazon, HMV, all the usual retailers. So if you're looking to pick up a copy, you'll be able to get one, no problem at all. In terms of the 4K transfer on this film then, it's a good looking 4K transfer. It's not the greatest 4K transfer that you'll ever see. However, there are parts in this film where you're watching it and you're like, wow, yeah, this is 4K. But there's other parts where you're kind of like, it's okay. It's a little bit inconsistent. It's definitely a step up from the previous Blu-ray released over here in the United Kingdom. However, it's not the step up that a lot of other films have had from Blu-ray to 4K. Don't get me wrong, the film looks really good, but as I say, it's inconsistent. Especially with the grain level as well. Kind of the grain throughout the film, it's nowhere near intrusive, it isn't. However, that is inconsistent as well. So you'll have like a thin layer of grain for a portion of the film, and then it'll clip to another bit where it's kind of like another 10 minutes of the film's a little bit thicker and the grain's a little bit more all over the place. And then it'll go back to a thin layer again. So in that respect, it is inconsistent, but there are certain times in this film where details look fantastic, close-up shots look incredible, and then the HDR and Dolby Vision implementation really adds a real vibrancy to it, especially in those surfing, slow-motion surfing scenes, and certain colours as well, like your reds and your pinks, like when Keanu Reeves' character first gets that pink surfboard and you kind of see it pops out the screen with that Dolby Vision, like all the set pieces, the sunsets and things like that when they're all surfing, when they're on the beach at night and they've got the fire going and things like that, they all look really good. So the implementation of Dolby Vision and HDR has been utilised really well. It's just the 4K transfer, it is good, but it's just not the greatest that you'll ever see. But overall, it is definitely an upgrade from that previous Blu-ray. In terms of how the film sounds, it does come with a DTS HD 5.1 and a 2-channel stereo mix as well. In terms of the sound, the dialogue is nice and clear, and it kind of surrounds you again in those scenes where they're surfing and everything. You can kind of hear that water sort of all around you. It's actually very good. There's a lot of bass and a lot of oomph to it as well. The music sounds great in this film too. So overall, the sound is actually very good on this. It's a shame there's no Dolby Atmos. However, the DTS 5.1 does a good enough job anyway. So if you are looking to pick this up and you're looking to upgrade from the Blu-ray, I don't think you're going to be too disappointed at all. I just think that maybe they could have gone a little bit further with the transfer itself. Maybe sort of like sharpened it up a little bit more. But as I say, overall, it's a good looking 4K disc. Quite a few special features on there as well, which is good. And yeah, overall, the collector's edition, it's a really, really nice edition. And as I say, for $24.99, you can't really go wrong, especially if you love this film. It's a very, very popular film. And as I said in one of my previous videos, Point Break is one of Patrick Swayze's best films as well. So that is all for today, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching the video. Have you got Point Break on 4K? Which edition have you got? Have you got the UK one? Have you got one of the many other editions from abroad, from America? Let me know in the comments what you think of the 4K transfer itself. So as always, if you did like the video today, guys, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and if you would consider subscribing to the channel as well, it would really help me out. So yeah, again, thanks ever so much for watching today, guys. Hopefully I will see you again on my next video. Until then, take care.